welcome to the great video. Today we're flying with rocks.
Oh. Good job.
My video. That's my video, they're not.
Oh, okay. Well, do you want me to leave it running?
Yeah. Funny, stop it. Funny, there's happening.
Hey, welcome to Homeschool-ology. My name is Nikki. I'm a homeschooling mom of 4, a middle schooler all the way down to a preschooler, and we love to travel as a family. So on this channel, I share homeschooling tips, I share just motherhood tips, I share just everything to do with raising children, and also family travel, so traveling, and we are a large family. We're a family of 6, so traveling with a large family and all the ins and outs and tips and tricks for all of that. So today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you the second, I guess, leg of our journey, or our road trip that we took this summer. If you want to hear about the whole road trip, I have a video linked right here, and then I've been segmenting it out into parts to give you more details about each place that we visited. So today's video is going to be all about ARCHES National Park. It is in Moab, Utah, and that was, we did like I have a video here that's like all of our Colorado things that we did. That was like the first little leg of our trip. And then the second little part of our trip was doing some national parks out in the Midwest, I guess you would call it. And so this video is going to be specifically ARCHES. So ARCHES National Park is one of our absolute favorites, if not our favorite. We just love ARCHES National Park for many reasons. A, it's stunningly gorgeous and absolutely amazing that rock can be withered away like that in those formations. 2, it is a very easy park for children to hike in.
Go back up, Aspen.
How did you do that? Where are you climbing?
Brantley, that's far enough. Wait, your turn, Brecken. Okay, Brecken, climb up.
Dad.
She's alright. If she goes anywhere, she's gonna hit Daddy's legs.
He.
Oh man, that's alright. It's alright. No biggie.
Open.
Come on, Brecken. Crawl, use your feet. Okay, you gonna slide from there? Go ahead. Go. Woo! Okay, wait, it's Becky's turn. Wait. Just go, Daddy. Woo! Go, bud.
There's a lot of gentle trails for kiddos that are, that are nice and gentle for kiddos. It's, not a ton of like crazy climbing or, steep paths or things like that. They're very gentle and easy to walk along. Our biggest complaint is the wind is ferocious out there. It is just booking and whipping up all that sand that's out there and smashing you with it. And so that was our struggle for the day, was dealing with all that wind. And trying to eat lunch in the wind, and a picnic sounded like a great idea until everything was blowing away, and you know, so the wind was a factor. So that is one thing that you need to be prepared for that we weren't necessarily prepared for. So a lot of people had bandanas that they could like put over their face to kind of help with like the wind smacking them in the face. I wish I would have had sunglasses for all of my, I did have sunglasses for all my kiddos, but they don't always wear them. I wish I would have got them before we went on our longest hike of the day, which was our first one, because that really helped kind of keeping the sand out of your eyes. But I knew we were going to need a lot of water, and so we came prepared for that. We had one camel and a couple of water bottles in a backpack. It wasn't enough for a family of 6, so I will definitely be picking up another camel. I think 2 camels and then 2 water bottles would have been sufficient, but one camel was not enough. It was gone once we got to our destination, and then we had to go the whole way back without much water, and that was a little bit of a struggle for my kiddos. But overall, we had a fantastic time. The kids loved it because there's plenty of things to climb on and go over and climb up to the top, and just lots of places to explore and see, and it's beautiful, and we just love Arches so much. So I'm going to show you a couple of videos of like what we did out there, our little adventures that we did. Of course, I have tons of photos to share with you guys, and then at the end of the video I will share, I have a little bit of us like driving through the national park as like a time lapse, so I'll share that at the very end. If you get motion sick, you might want to skip over that part, but it just is one of our favorite parks. And if you're not getting out and exploring your national parks, what are you waiting for? Because I have not been disappointed yet. We love national parks. We love getting out into them and exploring them and seeing all the wonderful things that nature has to offer, the untouched pieces of nature that are just simply fascinating. And so get out in those national parks. I've mentioned it before, but I'll mention it again here. If you have a 4th grader, there is a program where all 4th graders in the country get into national parks for the entire year for free, including their family. So it's basically for one vehicle. As long as the 4th grader is in that vehicle, that whole vehicle gets in for free. And so it is like so worth it. So if you have a 4th grader, you really have no excuse, because you can get into these national parks for free and take advantage of that program, because it's a really great program. It allows you to get into these parks and see them. You do for a couple of the parks, not all national parks, for a couple of the parks though. Arches is definitely one of them. Zion is another one, and there's a couple other. For some of the national parks, you do still they do require a reservation, so you will have to go on to pick a time to actually enter the park. I think their windows are pretty wide. I think it's like a 2-hour window for you to enter, or like it's like 1 hour, but you have a grace period on either side of it or something like that. They sell out pretty quickly. So if you are going to want to do a national park, I highly suggest, as soon as you decide when you want to go, doing that first thing. We kind of were a little late in the game, but we got right after lunch. We got like the 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock time period, which actually works well for our family. And we were like driving on days, like going from one place to another place, so that worked out. We really didn't have any issues with that. But if you're planning to spend the entire day in a national park, you want to jump on that registration as early as possible so that you can get those early times. We did Arches 2 days in a row and got 2 like later start or later enter times. I think like it's either after 5 or after 6, you don't need a reservation to go in. So if you're getting there that late in the evening, then you don't have to worry about that. We got there later than we hoped for on the first day, so we were past that entry, even though I had one, we were past that time frame. And so we just went right in and we did a couple of things before it got dark. Arches is supposed to be a fantastic place for like night sky viewing. We tried to do that the second night we were there, but we had been in the park since lunchtime and everybody was just done, and we decided to go ahead and head home because it gets dark really late out there, like 10, 11 o'clock at night. It's not dark. It's not dark at 9. There's still a little bit of daylight. A little, not a ton, but some. Not enough to see the night sky. It's not dark enough. So that was one thing that we didn't get to do that we will go back and do in the future for sure, because we would love to do that. Even with the reservation, on the second day when we went back, our time was 1 o'clock, I think, and we like headed there a little bit early because I figured they would let us in a little bit early. So we got there at like 12:15-ish. And it took us 45 minutes waiting in the car line to get into the park. It was a very long wait, even with a reservation. So we had planned on taking food with us and picnicking inside the park, and there was a 45-minute delay, which made my children very grumpy and unhappy by the time we actually got into the park because they were hangry. So keep that in mind. Even if you are going like for your time period, either get there way in advance or be prepared to wait. I mean, they're not gonna let you in too far in advance, but it did take us 45 minutes to get into that park on that day. So keep that in mind if you are going to ARCHES specifically. Zion is I'm gonna talk about that in my next video, but we did have a reservation for that. We did have to wait for that too, but that is like an extremely popular park, and I feel like they had a little bit better handle on like getting people in, so it wasn't quite as long of a wait, but we did wait there too to get in for our reservation. So keep that in mind when you are going to ARCHES. And let's see, is there anything else I want to share with you guys about ARCHES? I think that might be it. If I think of anything else, I will of course add it in. And yeah, so I'm gonna show you guys some videos now, and show you some of our pictures and that video at the end of us driving through the park. And that will be it for you that I have for you guys today. So I will probably not pop back on here unless I decide I need to. So I'm gonna go ahead and say goodbye to you, and I hope you enjoy our adventures in ARCHES National Park, and I hope you will come back and chat with me again soon. Bye.
Okay, you want Daddy to hold your hat? Thanks.
This is not the best seat. Get it? No, this is like that.
This is on our hike out to Landscape Arch. It was the longest hike we did of the day. I think it was around a mile out and a mile back, and so this right here is Landscape Arch, and it is absolutely gorgeous and huge, and we spent a lot of time in this area just hanging out. My daughter drew it, sketched it, that you can see right here, and we just spent some time under a tree, and it was really a great time.
Are you having fun?
Yeah.
What's your favorite part so far?
Yesterday.
What did we do?
Went in
The windows?
yeah.
The rock you want to stand on it, buddy.
Mom, this rock.
That rock? Hold on, I'll take a picture of you in just a second. Okay, what do you want to say?
Hello to make the video.
Did you say, I'm going to see Landscape Arch?
No.
Say, I'm going to see Landscape Arch.
I got to stand behind.
You want to show them where it is? Point straight ahead. Say, there it is. It's huge.
Yeah, huge.
Is it super big, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is this your favorite arch? Which one's your favorite?
I'm a rocks.
What did you find?
Oh, I'm a rocks.
Oh, really?
Bring with me a good rock.
What are you doing,
Goodbye.
Brenly?
Goodbye. It's a great video.
Brecken, what's your favorite part so far?
Throwing rocks.
Throwing rocks. Not climbing on the arches?
Just kidding.
Which one's your favorite part?
Climbing on the arches.
Oh, my favorite part was when I got like stuck in the sand and like going down.
Yeah.
Gorgeous.
Okay, what do you want to say, bud?
Okay, we're on this rock and we're by a tree.
What are we doing today?
We're at. Can you tell me?
Are we hiking?
Yeah, hiking. Hiking.
Did we hike to Landscape Arch?
Yeah,
Do you think it's really awesome?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, we're making the video here. Where do you find a rock?
Brenly, what's been your favorite thing so far?
Sorry.
Should we show them the tree that we're sitting under?
Yeah. Ow. What kind of tree is it?
I don't know.
It looks like a pine tree.
It's a really cool tree though, isn't it?
It's like a weird pine tree.
Yeah. They're not here. Feels like a mine tree.
Really? It's some kind of evergreen tree.
Feels like a mine tree.
Yeah?
So it might be a mine tree.
You think?
Yeah.
Okay.
Feels like
What? I bet you she is. Okay. Brandon, get your head out in front of me. Good job, girl. Go get it. Go get under there. Okay, stop. That's good. Put your hands on the walls.